Hey everyone! Have you ever found yourself waking up multiple times a night to use the bathroom, feeling frustrated and exhausted? If you think it's just a normal part of aging, you're not alone. 78% of adults over 60 face this issue. But what if I told you it's not inevitable? In today's video, we're diving into 5 surprisingly simple habits that you might be doing every day that sabotage your sleep, and how to fix them for good. You'll want to stick around until the end because these proven, science-backed strategies can transform your nights, restore your energy, and give you back the restful sleep you deserve starting tonight. Before we jump in, I'd really appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support helps me spread this important message. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Waking up multiple times at night to urinate disrupts your sleep cycle, preventing your body from reaching deeper stages of sleep like slow-wave sleep and REM sleep. These stages are crucial for physical restoration, memory consolidation, and cellular repair. Without adequate deep sleep, your body misses out on essential processes that support immune function, tissue regeneration, and cognitive performance. Over time, chronic sleep fragmentation caused by nocturia can lead to a cascade of negative health outcomes. Increased risk of falls. Older adults who wake up frequently at night are more likely to experience disorientation or unsteadiness, increasing the risk of falls. Studies show that nighttime falls are a leading cause of injury among seniors, often resulting in fractures or hospitalizations. Cardiovascular strain. Disrupted sleep places stress on the cardiovascular system, elevating blood pressure and increasing the risk of heart disease. Research published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society has linked nocturia to a higher incidence of cardiovascular events in older adults. Cognitive decline. Sleep is vital for brain health, and chronic sleep disruption is associated with memory impairment and an increased risk of conditions like dementia. A 2020 study in Sleep Medicine Reviews found that nocturia significantly contributes to cognitive decline by interfering with the brain's ability to process and store information during sleep. Mental health impacts. The exhaustion and frustration caused by nocturia can contribute to mood disorders, including anxiety and depression. The constant disruption of sleep can leave individuals feeling drained, irritable, and less able to cope with daily stressors. Beyond these health risks, nocturia can erode your quality of life. Waking up tired day after day diminishes your energy, focus, and ability to engage in meaningful activities. The good news? Nocturia is often not the result of an untreatable medical condition, but rather a consequence of specific modifiable habits. By addressing these habits, you can drastically reduce nighttime awakenings, restore restful sleep, and reclaim your vitality. Decades of research in sleep medicine, urology, and geriatrics have identified 5 key habits that contribute to nocturia. By eliminating or adjusting these behaviors, you can significantly reduce or even eliminate the need to wake up at night to urinate. Each strategy is grounded in scientific evidence and has been successfully implemented by thousands of individuals, offering life-changing results. Consuming liquids in the 3 hours before bed. One of the most common contributors to nocturia is consuming liquids too close to bedtime. While many people recognize the need to limit water intake before bed, they often overlook other sources of hidden liquids that can exacerbate the problem, such as soups, fruits with high water content like watermelon and citrus, hot drinks, and certain medications. The science. Your kidneys are designed to slow urine production at night thanks to the release of vasopressin, a hormone that concentrates urine and reduces its volume. However, when you consume liquids in the 3 hours before bed, your kidneys continue processing these fluids, leading to a fuller bladder and more frequent trips to the bathroom. Real-life example. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old retiree from Phoenix, Arizona, who struggled with nocturia for years, waking up 4 to 5 times each night. After consulting with a sleep specialist, she realized that her nightly chamomile tea and bowl of vegetable soup were major contributors to her nocturia. By eliminating these hidden liquid sources, she reduced her nighttime bathroom trips to just one within 2 weeks. How to implement, establish a liquid curfew 3 hours before your usual bedtime. For example, if you go to bed at 9 p.m., stop consuming all liquids by 6 p.m. This includes water, tea, coffee, juices, and high water content foods. If you have conditions like diabetes or take medications that cause thirst, consult your doctor to adjust your hydration schedule. Benefits. By reducing liquid intake before bed, your body produces more vasopressin, allowing your bladder to hold more urine overnight. This leads to fewer awakenings, deeper sleep, and increased energy and focus during the day. Eating late or consuming diuretic foods. The timing and composition of your meals, particularly in the late afternoon and evening, play a significant role in nocturia. Many older adults eat dinner or snacks close to bedtime, often including foods with diuretic properties that stimulate urine production. The science: digestion typically takes 3 to 4 hours, and consuming diuretic foods like tomatoes, cucumbers, asparagus, coffee, and chocolate can increase urine production. These foods contain compounds that stimulate the kidneys, and their effects are prolonged when digestion occurs while lying down. Real-life example, Robert, a 68-year-old retiree from Tampa, Florida, was a self-described night owl when it came to eating. His habit of dining at 8:30 p.m. and snacking on diuretic foods led to predictable bathroom trips at 1 a.m., 3:30 a.m., and 5:30 a.m. After shifting his dinner to 6:30 p.m. and avoiding diuretic foods after 4 p.m., he saw a dramatic improvement within 10 days. How to implement. Adjust your dinner timing to have your last meal at least 4 hours before bedtime. Choose sleep-friendly foods that are low in water content and lack diuretic properties, such as lean meats, rice, sweet potatoes, and broccoli. Avoid high-sodium foods, which can lead to water retention and increased urine production at night. Benefits. Aligning your meals with your body's natural rhythms not only reduces nocturia, but also improves digestion, minimizes acid reflux, and enhances metabolic efficiency. Urinating just in case before bed. A surprisingly common habit among older adults is using the bathroom before bed as a precaution, even when there's no real urge to urinate. While this may seem proactive, it's one of the most counterproductive behaviors for managing nocturia. The science. The bladder is a muscular organ that adapts to your habits. A healthy adult bladder can hold 300 to 500 milliliters of urine before signaling the need to urinate. However, when you habitually empty the bladder before it's full, you condition it to send urgency signals at much lower volumes, creating a false sense of urgency. Real-life example. Susan, a 65-year-old teacher from Chicago, had a nightly ritual of visiting the bathroom just in case. After learning about bladder retraining from her urologist, she stopped her pre-bedtime bathroom visits and began practicing techniques to strengthen her bladder's capacity. Within a month, her nighttime awakenings dropped to 1 or none. How to implement. Urinate only when necessary before bed. Resist the temptation to go just in case. Practice bladder training during the day by extending the time between bathroom visits gradually. Keep a bladder diary to monitor your urination patterns and identify triggers. Benefits. By allowing your bladder to expand to its full capacity, you reduce false urgency signals, decrease nighttime awakenings, and improve sleep quality. Poor sleep hygiene and stress management. Sleep hygiene, the habits and practices that promote restful sleep, plays a critical role in managing nocturia. Stress, anxiety, and poor sleep routines can exacerbate the perception of bladder urgency. The science: stress and anxiety activate the body's fight or flight response, heightening bladder sensitivity and triggering the urge to urinate. Poor sleep hygiene, such as using electronic devices before bed, disrupts melatonin production and prevents the body from entering deep sleep. Real-life example. James, a 70-year-old accountant from Seattle, noticed that his nocturia worsened during stressful periods at work. After adopting a calming bedtime routine, he reduced his nighttime bathroom trips from 3 to 1 within 3 weeks. How to implement. Create a bedtime routine by establishing a consistent sleep schedule. Engage in relaxing activities like reading or meditation an hour before bed. Limit screen time and practice stress-reducing techniques to calm your nervous system. Benefits. Better sleep hygiene and stress management promote deeper, uninterrupted sleep, reducing the likelihood of waking up for minor bladder signals. Ignoring underlying medical conditions. While lifestyle changes can resolve most cases of nocturia, it's essential to rule out underlying medical conditions that may contribute to the problem. Conditions like urinary tract infections, overactive bladder, prostate issues, diabetes, or heart failure can increase nighttime urination. The science. Medical conditions can disrupt the body's fluid balance or bladder function, leading to increased urine production or urgency. For example, uncontrolled diabetes can cause excessive thirst and urination. Real-life example. Linda, a 67-year-old librarian from Boston, assumed her nocturia was a normal part of aging. After visiting her doctor, she discovered an untreated urinary tract infection. After treatment and implementing lifestyle changes, her nighttime awakenings disappeared entirely. How to implement. Consult a doctor to discuss your nocturia symptoms. Keep a record of your episodes, including frequency and associated symptoms, to aid in diagnosis. Follow your doctor's recommendations if a medical condition is identified. Benefits. Addressing underlying medical conditions can eliminate nocturia and improve overall health, preventing complications from untreated issues. By addressing these 5 habits, limiting liquids before bed, adjusting meal timing and content, avoiding just-in-case urination, improving sleep hygiene, and ruling out medical conditions, you can significantly reduce or eliminate nocturia. The benefits extend far beyond better sleep. You'll wake up feeling refreshed, with more energy, sharper focus, and a renewed sense of vitality. Remember, nocturia is not an inevitable part of aging, but a manageable condition that you can overcome with the right approach. Start with 1 or 2 changes, track your progress, and consult a healthcare provider if needed. With persistence and the right tools,